It cannot, and the answer is quite obvious. And that is the reason why it appears like African Union has not been able to move the needle. Sometimes you even reflect about the state of conflict on the continent, and you ask some very morbid question like, is AU doing anything about these things? Or you say, what are the things that AU is actually doing about this crisis? And it goes to shows the state of things. If you rely on external donors to even fund your basic program activities as a regional political and economic organization or regional political organization like KU, then it means that it is what EU pays the pipers that dictate the tunes. And it's a situation in which we do a lot of talk, but the resources is not really there. I believe the AU has come of age after 60 years to be able to address some of these lingering crises if the African leaders are actually up and doing in terms of their obligations to the African Union. Otherwise, you have a secretariat that is functioning, but is hugely unable to deliver on its core mandate because those resources are there. For instance, you look if possibly there is a strong standby force that can establish deterrence in all those places, maybe we will not be talking about what we're talking about now. And the big issue really, which is a thing of concern for me as an African, is that I think we are moving into the era in which we are losing those who have those moral courage and standing to be able to step into this crisis. Anytime I reflect on the state of Sudan and Congo, my mind scans through the continent and I can't see the Desmond Tutu, the Nelson Mandela. It appears everyone is just to himself. Nobody can really call the leaders to orders. Nobody can talk to them. And my first reflection, realizing that we're going to have this topic, is I felt like, why not Singbe? Why not Thabo Mbeki? These are some of, because when you have people who have such democratic credentials, who step aside perhaps when their tenure ended, or there is not really so much of scandal subverting the constitutional process. But unfortunately, we are losing those critical voices in Africa. And it appears that is the reason why nobody can really talk to Kagame and Tshisekedi, and we are in this quagmire now.